What's going on? This is Ben from Real Ones, and I'm here with the wonderful
Kari Faux.
Really good to have you. This was definitely like a bucket list interview. I'm not gonna lie. 2014 is when I found No Small Talk and then dove into like some of the earlier work. You had already dropped 7 projects by 2015. How has your process changed, since then?
I think when I first started out, I was just trying to like make as much music as fast as possible. I wasn't really allowing myself to like learn what actually works for me. I think I was just like following the process of what was happening in like the mixtape blog era, where it was like you had to get music out like consistently and fast enough for people to kind of care. Over time, I just realized that like for me to make the most quality music, I had to take my time and really like live my life and like find something to talk about that was inspiring to me. I don't rush making music. I have to take my time with it. Also just like my style and not necessarily like writing to a beat. I kind of just write in general. I just kind of like write how I feel, what's happening around me, and then at some point I revisit what I wrote and I turn it into like a song or a project or an album or whatever. So
it was hot as shit today, right? You grew up in Arkansas. You've probably had your share of hot days. Can you think of like the hottest day you've ever like experienced?
I can't like think of when it particularly was, but I do remember those days when my daddy had a Buick and them leather seats. You would sit down on them and they would burn your ass. And that's just really all I remember. Like,
if you're wearing the short shorts too, it's just
no, it's like you definitely have to bring a t-shirt or like a towel and lay it down and sit down. That's what you can do.
I want to get a little bit into Real Bitches Don't Die, the most recent project. This show is called Real Ones, so usually we ask people to shout out a real one in their life, but I kind of want to hear from you who's like the realest bitch, in your life.
The realest bitch in my life is probably my friend Megan. I've known her since I was 15 years old. She's very reliable, very dependable. She's not afraid to like check me. I'm not afraid to check her. We just have that relationship. I can kind of like get buck with her and she'll be like, so what, bitch? It's like, you know what I'm saying? To be able to have moments where there's like friction or like conflict and be able to like get past it is a sign of like true friendship, true like care. She's just been in my life for like ever, and I will always love her. Shout out to Megan, Loud Pack Megan down in Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay, let's go Loud Pack Megan. That's crazy. One of the lines that really sticks out is this one is for the gangsta bitches who need forehead kisses, right? When was the last time you felt like you needed a forehead kiss?
I need forehead kisses daily, and I get them from my man, Felix, who is from Aurora, a suburb of Chicago. Shout out to Aurora, shout out to Fox Valley, Dirty 630 for making my man. He provides me with all the forehead kisses I need. He knows. He be like, you just need a hug. You just need a hug.
You gotta have folks that'll be able to read you like that, of course. In terms of your relationship with Chicago, right? I know you did a lot of recording here, have collaborated with a lot of different artists, but what's your relationship to the city other than, having a man out of Fox Valley, of course?
Honestly, I just connected with a lot of artists that were very prominent in the scene out here. Very early on, like I never lived here, but this feels like another home for me. The Chicago scene has been very like influential, very pivotal, but they are also very welcoming. I just love Chicago. I have been talking about Chicago, like you can ask my tour manager, I've been saying like, Chicago will be lit, it's gonna be lit, it's gonna be lit, and then like sure enough it was lit. So
things lived up to your expectation, you would say?
And it definitely like went past my expectations. So
a little bit of insight into like how the touring process goes. I see this, this dog you have right here, Basil, right? Is there anything else? That's your son? Yes, of course. So is there anything else on the road that kind of like keeps you going? Because it's some long drives out here.
This is my first tour where I'm in a relationship. So I have my boyfriend DJing, and then I have my dog. They both kind of keep me grounded and keep me focused. Before I like started this tour, I was super frantic because I was just like, oh man, like touring, because I don't know, past touring experiences have been very like draining, just taking a lot out of me. I just wanted this experience to be something kind of easy and comfortable. Just being able to have like my family essentially on the road, it makes this shit a lot easier. Cause like being around a group of people you don't know, you just like, okay, I'm gonna eat lunch by myself, I guess. But yeah.
So of course you've been making music going on like a decade now, probably even like a little bit longer than that. But what's something the average person should know about being an artist that they don't?
That it's not easy. It's like not easy. Like, wait, it's not easy at all. It's really not. It takes a lot of like mental,
People cheering for the after party right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's an after party at Debo. Yeah, they out there cheering. But I don't know. It just takes like a lot of mental sturdiness, physical sturdiness. You also have to be able to like read people, understand what's going on. You don't get like a crazy ass deal, get $1 million. Like also $1 million, anything is a loan. It's a loan. Anything anybody's giving you, it's a loan. You have to pay that back. That's the bottom line. Anything anybody gives you at any point in life, your career is a loan.
That's true. That's
like, and I feel like people don't understand. I'm like, no, it's a loan.
We ask people sometimes to tell us about the highest that they've ever been. If you got a story to share.
It's kind of a crazy story.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna just tell the story. This shit is crazy. So one time I was like high as fuck and I was hanging out with this dude and he was like supposed to be taking me on a date, right? We pulled up to this motel and then I just got out of the car and I ran. And I hid in some bushes. Cause I was high as fuck. I swear to God. I called up Loud Pack Megan. I called Megan and she pulled up and she picked me up and she was like, bitch, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't know. I just felt like he was gonna do something bad to me. And so I just got out the car and I ran. I just ran. I was high as fuck. Like, I was like, this doesn't feel right. And
if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
Oh, yeah, no. I was like, I just took off running.
You've worked with a lot of amazing artists, of course, you know, Jid, Smino, the list obviously goes on. Have you ever been in a room with another artist where you felt kind of like starstruck or fanned out a little bit?
Probably Gangsta Boo, for sure. Just being able to like hear her voice over the speakers, like while she's in the booth, it was surreal. It just, I like fucking transcended. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy as fuck because this is somebody I've been listening to my whole life. They've influenced me to know that like they're in the same room as me, on a song with me, they fuck with what I'm doing. I feel like that's the only moment that I've been like, bro, what is happening right now?
Really fucking affirming. I mean, as hip hop, you know, celebrates its 50th year, it feels like the women are carrying the torch in a lot of ways.
They are. The girls are better than y'all. Guys.
Anyone you'd like to co-sign, like maybe a smaller artist?
Rodney Chrome. He's originally from Little Rock, Arkansas, but he resides in New York. He raps, but it's like pop. You just gotta get into it. It's so good. He has a song called Break the Internet. I will champion him forever and ever and ever and ever. He's a fucking mega star. He's gonna be huge. He's gonna be everywhere.
Remember the name. Remember Rodney Chrome. There you go. Kari, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Good to go. Thank y'all.